For KBRFradio.com News, I'm Derek Sidian, and this is the weekly news recap, brought to you by Fergus Falls Monument, online at foreverstonememorials.com, memorials that matter, and Lilligards, your local Mahindra dealer on Highway 13 West, Wahpeton. At around 3:19 Saturday afternoon, the Ottages County Sheriff's Office responded to a report of a two-vehicle crash between a semi and a pickup truck between Fergus Falls and Wendell, with the pickup driver bleeding from his head. According to the 21-year-old pickup driver from Minneapolis, he was heading west on County Highway 26 and had not yielded at the stop sign when approaching the intersection, which was verified by witnesses. The semi was heading north on County Highway 1 and the vehicles collided in the intersection, causing the pickup to roll over. The pickup driver complained about pain in his neck and back and was transported via Ringdahl ambulance to Lake Region Hospital for treatment. The semi-driver was uninjured. After much collaboration and planning, the North Fields of Dalton Senior Housing Project is becoming a reality. The official groundbreaking was held by the Ottages County Housing and Redevelopment Authority on Friday, July 26th, and construction is underway. The project will bring $1.6 million of housing investment into Dalton. Once completed in the winter of 2025, the project will provide 6 senior rental housing units to help address the housing shortages in the area. Visit KBRFradio.com for more information. At around 3:12 Monday afternoon, the Minnesota State Patrol responded to a two-vehicle collision in Lakeview Township just south of Detroit Lakes. According to officials, a Subaru was heading east on County Road 17 and a Toyota was going south on Highway 59 when the two collided in the intersection. One of the drivers, 65-year-old Emily Jane Benz of Pelican Rapids, suffered non-life-threatening injuries and was transported to Essentia St. Mary's Hospital for treatment. The other driver, a 21-year-old man from Detroit Lakes, was uninjured. Filing for mayor and city council candidate consideration began Tuesday morning. As of Thursday evening, these are the candidates who have filed. For the Ward 1 seat of the city council, Jim Fish and Darren Appert. For Ward 2, Lonnie Ballweg and Lee Oswald. For Ward 3, Nate Kunde. For Ward 4, Laurel Kildee. For Mayor, Anthony Hicks and Scott Kwame. Affidavits of candidacy will be available and received weekdays at the Fergus Falls City Hall during the hours of 8 and 5 Monday through Thursday and 8 to noon on Fridays. Filing closes at 5 on Tuesday, August 13th. Severe storms that moved across Minnesota Wednesday afternoon and evening were packing strong winds and producing large hail. There were wind gusts topping 73 miles per hour in Fergus and Frazee and 66 mile per hour gusts in Alexandria. Straight-line winds of over 70 miles per hour knocked down trees and the power in the Fergus Falls area. The largest area that reported power outages covered from North Tower Road to North Cascade Street and between Beach Avenue and Stanton Avenue, with over 1,300 homes without power in that area at its peak. There were also around a dozen houses without power around West Adolphus Avenue and Union Avenue and in the rural Fergus Falls area. There were around 455 homes without power in Wahpeton and 441 in the rural area to the west of the city. There were 181 residences without power in Frazee, 85 in Wendell, 10 in Battle Lake, and 158 in Dent. 35-year-old David Bartlett of Fargo submitted an Alford guilty plea to first-degree possession of drugs on Wednesday as part of an Ottages County plea agreement. Bartlett was arrested back in May after officials discovered over 15.3 grams of methamphetamine, 22.28 grams of heroin, 187 M30 fentanyl pills, and various drug paraphernalia in his vehicle during a traffic stop on the corner of Western Avenue and Lincoln in Fergus Falls. Bartlett and his 3 passengers were charged with multiple felony charges, including first-degree felony sale of drugs, which could result in up to 30 years in prison. In court on Wednesday, Bartlett pled guilty to 1 felony count of first-degree possession of drugs as part of a plea deal. He will be back in court on August 22nd for sentencing. East Ottawa County Breakfast on the Farm invites you to their annual event this Saturday, August 3rd. Mike and Sandy Dombeck are hosting this year's morning meal at their farm. The purpose of Breakfast on the Farm is to bring together consumers with the families that produce their food. This will give people a chance to ask questions about how their food is grown or to just simply visit over a cup of coffee. In addition to the breakfast, there will be education booths set up around the farm. The proceeds will be partially reinvested for future Breakfast on the Farm events, and the majority of funds donated to a variety of youth organizations in the area. Breakfast will be served between 7 and noon Saturday morning. The Dombeck Farm is located at 44734 410th Avenue in Perham. The YMCA of the Northern Sky is bringing back the Hoot Lake Triathlon for its 28th year on Sunday, August 4th. The triathlon starts with a quarter-mile swim on Hoot Lake, 1 mile northeast of Fergus Falls. Next is the 15.7-mile bike route, which follows scenic rolling country roads. The race will finish with a 3.3-mile run on city and trail byways. All participants must be checked in and attend a pre-race meeting at 7 o'clock Sunday morning before the race begins at 7:30. The race begins and ends at the Hoot Lake Public Access on County Highway 1. On Thursday afternoon, the Wilkin County Sheriff's Office received a call of a motor vehicle crash on County Road 11 near 220th Street south of Rothsay. According to officials, the vehicle, driven by Vernon Simmer, left the roadway and struck a power pole. The crash resulted in power outages in the city of Rothsay and surrounding areas. At one point, Lake Region Electric Cooperative's outage report stated that around 1,600 customers were affected by the outage. Simmer was transported to Lake Region Hospital as a precaution. Lake Region Electric and Great River Energy responded to repair the damage and restore electricity. This has been the Weekly News Recap, brought to you by Fergus Falls Monument, online at foreverstonmemorials.com, memorials that matter, and Lilligards, your local Mahindra dealer on Highway 13 West, Wahpeton. For KBLRFradio.com News, I'm Derek Sidian. Subscribe to the KBLRF Radio YouTube channel and tune in every Friday at 12:30 to stay up to date with local news. Get more news at KBLRFradio.com or on the Fergus Now app. Sign up for email news sent right to your inbox, delivered by Cooper's Office Supply.